chat. Remember?
On air.
We're on air.
All
Okay.
right. Well, we're late. I apologize for us being late. This internet system is driving us up the wall.
Plus a crashed computer today.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have y'all gonna have to hang on just a minute.
Let us get to the other screen so we can see what you're typing.
Let me get to where I need to be at.
And it will take us just a second, I hope. Oh, you gotta go back.
Just give us a minute.
We're just trying really hard to find the chat. I think you got. Let's do it this way. I think he's going to have to do a little bit different here.
Okay, we're getting there. Just give us a minute. We have had nothing but fits today.
All right, now, do you guys see us? Or are we're coming up? Hopefully now. Y'all don't know how stressed we are.
Man, you just don't know.
Like 3 days of this, okay?
We are still getting no video here.
Are you guys getting video at all? You hearing us? Brad says, no, I'm not seeing no
carrots.
Just carrots. Okay, what do we need to do? Open up. To open up the, I'm trying to read.
We can see you, but we can't hear you. Okay.
Oh, that was the problem we were having earlier.
Yeah, give me a minute.
All right, somebody's hearing us. No video, but it's okay. Okay, now.
You can see us, but we can't see your chats. That's the only problem.
We're trying to get back and forth to the chat. This is also a new, we had to go get a new computer 3 hours ago. It just, you know.
Yeah, this is.
Just chat, guys, go for it. Well, to start with, you guys type in things like where you live. If you want to put the state, you want to put the city. We've just got a lot been going on today. First off, I got my web page up. It is up and running. It's deepsouthhomestead.com. I also have we have a, email.
Email.
We have an email. It's info@deepsouthhomestead.com, I think. We just got it done. Everything's looking pretty good on our website. We've got a link to the Homestead Network. We've got a link to our webpage. We've got a link to here to the YouTube channel. And I don't know if y'all are hearing me or not. Danny's just bouncing back and forth, so y'all just bear with us.
Keep going.
And I worked 2 solid days on the web page, and it was just really, really a lot of fun, but it was very difficult. And in the process, the computer started messing up. And yesterday, it just really started. The Internet Explorer went down. It would work at times. It wouldn't work at times. And this morning, it didn't work at all. We thought about getting a computer, and then we said, no, we really can't afford it. And I got it back up with Chrome, and Chrome came up, and we did okay. And then we got, after we got it, about 3 hours, Chrome worked pretty good. And then it stopped. And at 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock today, our computer crashed and we had to head to town.
And so if y'all hear us fine, we can't see your chat right now. I'm not sure what's going on. We hadn't got to that. So y'all check out our website at deepsouthhomestead.com, and we're hoping that, we get that going. I was going to show you guys something tonight, but while Danny's playing, I'm not sure if you see us or not.
Okay.
Do you see us or do you hear us? Okie Rob says he doesn't hear anything.
Okay.
Big Family says we are on. Okay. Does that mean you can't see and
brother,
hear?
let me tell you something. Y'all need to pray for us right now.
Yeah, y'all just stop and
I'm gonna
pray.
tell you, the devil has been on our back for 3 solid days, and it is just.
They're seeing and hearing us. Yay! Y'all don't know how
Look,
good that makes us feel, because we are just beyond.
We're wore out. I'll tell you, we are more slam out. I mean, we've been at the point, Wanda's been almost to cry. I've been having to work the field.
Walk away.
I've had to stay outside and tote the load of both of us for the last 3 days while she worked on the computer. And then it kept crashing. We tried something else and we crashed again. And like she said, at 4 o'clock today, it crashed again. And I told her, I said, get in the vehicle. We're going to town.
Walmart has a laptop for $197 with built-in camera. Really? We didn't see one.
They didn't have one at this Walmart for that price. We just spent an astronomical amount of money on a computer
that we didn't intend to have.
We don't have the money to buy right now, but we had to do it because we knew we was going on air tonight.
Look, well, our Walmart had like 5 computers on display and 2 of them in the counter that we could buy. I'm talking Walmart here is like.
It's like a dime store.
Yeah. So, okay, you guys have been chatting back and forth and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
you've been great. Thank you for hanging in there with us.
We wanted to do a little bit of a shout out tonight, and
Okie Rob I watch his channel pretty religiously, and I guess he reminds me a lot of myself. One thing I like about it, he's got a large homestead. He's got a lot of land. Myself, I love the Super A's and stuff like that I see him with. And he's got the nicest looking garden. He's got cattle. If a life-changing event takes place, this guy's got the kind of place that I love watching his channel because
I'm not sure they're even seeing us.
It reminds me so much of me. Y'all, this thing is still sitting here buffering.
Yeah, it says y'all are losing us.
Yeah, we're going.
We will just chat, and y'all throw comments up on occasion if you hear us, see us, or you just want to talk. My shout out tonight is Promised Land Heirlooms. I get it right in a minute. So we have Promised Land Heirlooms. It's Sue and Will, and Sue is a Jamaican, and they have up a video right now. It's called Homesteading from a Jamaican Perspective, and Sue gives you a perspective of what when you asked her questions, and it is really a good video. And so if y'all would check out Promised Land Heirlooms, Sue and Will.
Yeah, we're just about to give us a minute here. This thing. Okay.
If you guys have any questions, if y'all would just kind of type them in. And one thing, we do not have a moderator tonight, so if something comes up that you think is inappropriate for family time, just and if you have questions for us, type it all in capital letters and address it to Danny or to Wanda. And then when you're typing among yourselves, just type normal. And if it jumps at us,
Man, it was Okie Rob. The computer screen just went out on us again. Okay, here it comes back.
Yeah, a road trip to Mississippi. Yes, I think somebody needs to
come here and bring something good with you, because the devil's living here right now.
Yeah, it could be the computer because when we were trying out a test the other night, we had a power surge and it clicked, and we think that's what happened to the other computer. And right now we watch the internet and it's bouncing back and forth really, really bad. So Danny's shout out was Okie Rob.
Yes, mine was Okie Rob. It was, I just like the guy, man. I do. I know he don't have a lot of subscribers, but it's not his fault. It's just one of those things that, you know, the guy's got a fantastic setup where he's at, and I just really like his setup.
Yeah, and somebody had asked what kind of computer did we buy. We did buy an HP laptop. Don't ask me much about it. We just went in, grabbed one, and ran out the door.
Yeah. Lightning struck, didn't do any good. Went right through it, burn up everything. So I'm not sure I believe in them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now reloading helps. We had somebody the other day say if you would reload that refresh, then it'll bring it in a better. Do we have children and do they homestead?
Yes, we have children, and no, they do not homestead.
I have 5 children, and my oldest, she doesn't homestead, but she does have a garden and she homeschools. Then my oldest son, he is in and out of gardening on occasion. 2 of my sons don't have any garden at all.
No.
And my youngest daughter has no garden, but she homeschools. Danny has 2 daughters.
I have 2 daughters. One is a architect for a big company and a big city, and the other one is a realtor in a big city. So they chose to live the city life.
All right, what suggestions you have
working on a homestead as an older person? Keep everything close to the house. Do an edible landscape, and do as much container gardening as you can where you don't have to bend over.
Big Family said the weekend homesteader just got struck with lightning a few minutes ago, but nobody's hurt. Empty Hammock is saying, man, I've always wanted to get struck by lightning. I really don't think so, Hammock. I
don't have a link to Okie Rob. I mean, I guess I'll put one up on this chat when it's over.
Yeah, and Susan Carmichael did get your money. Well, yes, I think so. I think I remember the name. Hi, Stacy.
Hey, yeah.
It's storming here in northern.
Today, we got up this morning and worked in the garden, or I did. I got up in the garden, wanted to work on the computer. She got out and did a few things while it was cool. Then we, what did we do? We canned today. We canned squash today.
Yeah, we did some jars of squash today.
Gosh,
we've been at it all day.
Yeah.
We only lost ourselves too.
Yeah.
T.R. Ryder, he got struck by lightning and went out and storm spotting one night, came through his antenna on his ham radio. This is almost like CB radios to me because everybody has handles.
Yeah.
Y'all tell me you want a cookbook, and then when I get checks, it's not matching names, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping everybody's kind of. Y'all gonna have to start putting your names, your handles.
Put your handles in something when you send it to us, because all we see is your name, and we don't know who you are.
We don't know who is who, so I can match up.
Yeah, y'all have to wait. Just work. I have to keep sitting back because we keep streaming here, so.
We're just hoping y'all can get a little bit out of it tonight. We'll try again, next week to straighten some things out.
Yeah, y'all know more about computers than we do, so.
Chicken coop will come right back up. So that might help some of you.
Do you grind your own flour for bread? Yes, where do you get your wheat? We do grind our own flour sometimes, but we can't use wheat because I have a gluten issue.
We did rice.
We did rice. We ground white rice.
Santala says no rain, just 100-degree weather. We're kind of wondering if the weather's kind of strange out here because I thought I heard a little bit of lightning or thunder or something out there a while ago, but I'm not sure.
There's been no rain. So.
All right, Grandpa's farm high 70,
Okay.
low of 53 in Alaska. Wow, we may have to move to Alaska. Do you have internet that works?
Yeah, well, he's on there with us. He probably got better internet than we do. Okay. Now, for the last few days, we took up the sweet corn we had in the garden. We took all that up and we went back and we planted some more sweet potatoes to finish out one part of that sweet potato garden because we've got so many days of hot weather still left, but we got plenty of time to grow sweet. Black-eyed peas and red beans and the rest of it. So we've got those two crops coming on now. For the first time in years and years, I've got a blister on my hand. It's just from sweating so much and using a hoe. I mean, I'm telling you.
And somebody said white rice for flour storage. Okay, we just grind when we need it. We don't try to store it. We store rice.
Yeah.
Because it won't last when you go ahead and grind it into flour. Say you take a 50-pound bag and you grind it into flour. It's not going to last you as long as if you just store the rice.
Right.
And then grind flour as needed, that would be your best bet. How are your little piggies doing? Oh, the piggies are awesome.
Piggies are doing awesome.
They are all in the yard. They go where they want to. They do what they want to do. That's just one of their things. They really do whatever they want to do. The rabbits are doing good. Such a variety of chickens. We're going to have to see about downing some chickens or doing something, but we've got a lot of chickens right now. What else? The goats.
The goats. Sheep. We don't have goats.
I call them goats all the time. I'm sorry. Yeah, we've got sheep, and those two are doing good. We should have a mom and a daddy before long because they're getting almost old enough to start breeding. Right?
Yeah, they get almost. How's Danny feeling since his surgery? Well, I'll be honest with you, it fixed some things and some things it didn't fix. I still have a lot of problems. That kind of problem, but I do have a lot of problems in that area still.
And how do we deal with mosquitoes? We don't have that many here. We're not real bad to have mosquitoes. It's very seldom. We have no-see-ums about 6:30 in the morning. They will eat you up. You can't see them, but you can feel them all around your eyes and your arms and legs, and you have little red spots everywhere.
We do grow some beets here in the wintertime. They won't grow this time of the year. The heat's just too bad on them. They have to be grown during the cool weather. The kind of grinder we use is a Black Hawk. It's one of the old hand types. It's an antique.
Yeah. Do you ever have barbecue sheep like pulled pork? We've had sheep. We do lamb, but and we do sandwiches. We've never put barbecue. We're not big barbecue.
We're not big barbecue eaters.
But it would be awesome.
I used to go to flea markets all the time. I don't go anymore just simply because I don't have the time. I don't have the money since I'm not holding a job. So what tools I pick up, I just pick them up whenever I can.
He has most any tool. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't really need. They're getting spots on the leaves.
We get spots on the leaves.
Yeah.
It could be a number of things. It could be a mosaic virus. It could be, depending on what kind of spots they are. It could be a powdery mildew forming on them. I mean, it could be a lot of different things. And squash is one of those things that's kind of funny. Danny, will flower and pear adversely affect fruit pollination production? No.
And we live about 30 miles from the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. We are almost on the Gulf Coast. We can be there in about 40 minutes.
Okay.
So
I hope I'm catching these.
we're trying to watch is Emergency Essentials has grinders. Okay, they're telling you some links that already have grinders.
Okay. Ayla?
She's from Mississippi. What part of Mississippi?
What part of Mississippi are you from?
Can you recommend
Yellowing leaves on sweet potatoes. Ours are doing that right now. It's just due to heat and stress and just lack of nutrition in the soil. That's what's going on with ours.
Okay.
And I recommend a certain type of wheat. It depends
He's
on what.
asking Cynthia. Not us.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to answer that.
Okay.
You don't eat wheat.
I thought maybe just asking us could we recommend a certain type.
Yeah. Now.
Okay, she lives in Starksville. I lived at Noxapater. I lived there for a year at Noxapater, just south of Starksville, just outside of Louisville, if you know where that's at.
Yeah. So Danny's trying an experiment too. We heard several people say, and I've done this before, and I think he has. So we're trying it for y'all. He had some organic red beans and some black-eyed peas, just plain that you buy in the store. So he's planting those, and already he planted them, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And the peas are already up. So the black-eyed peas are up.
The question was asked.
Can you use just rice flour as a substitute for wheat? I have used just rice flour. It makes it more grainy. When you grind it, it's not as bad as cornmeal, but it is a little bit of a grainy taste. But you have to add what do you call it? The ability
to bind together.
So xanthan gum calls it. And so I've used rice flour, just plain rice flour for a lot of things. And the only thing I use that for now is mainly biscuits. I use flour now.
Yeah, Noxapater's in Winston County. You live in Oktibbeha. I'm very familiar with all that up there. I rambled all over that country. Matter of fact, my wife that passed away lived in that area. That's why I knew so much about the area.
We do have
we have videos that have container gardening in them.
Yes, where we set our containers up and the drip irrigation, things like that. And we have some we show some of the pots at times, but not just ones on that.
Yeah, that's true. Another thing we've realized that a lot of times if you go and buy these beans in the store, because we've been experimenting with just going to the store and buying dry beans, they grow just as good as beans out of the seed catalog. So that's one thing that we've been experimenting with.
Okay, have you ever had any luck with cherry trees? That's something we do.
Cherry trees, the only thing that would grow in the south down here is a wild cherry, which is not edible. The tame cherries will not grow here because of the heat. They don't have enough cold weather. I've tried them and they don't work.
Yeah, the container gardens here have to be watered religiously. He can water in the morning, go by in the afternoon.
Got to be watered.
Plants are wilted down. Containers in this heat is just, you have to be very, very careful with them. Do you have persimmons there or chestnuts? We have persimmons everywhere.
We have persimmons everywhere.
The wild ones, and we are working on.
I'm working on grafting. I'm working on grafting the Japanese persimmons onto.
We have a neighbor that has the giant persimmons, and we have a freezer half full of persimmons right now. I make pies and cakes out of them.
Yes, she has gluten-free bread and gluten-free baking in her cookbook.
Lots of gluten-free stuff.
Lots of gluten-free stuff. Of course, the internet's jumping in and out. I know one of you said change to 144. I don't know how to do that right at the moment. I really don't want to mess up what I got going.
We're not sure what that is.
Okay, Yank, good to have you on. Glad you was here the length of time that you were.
Sorry it's phasing in and out. We're going to try to work with that. How about elderberry? Yes, we do have an elderberry.
Yes, we have elderberries on the plate. Yes.
We have a little bit of everything as far as when it goes. We have blueberries, huckleberries, tame blackberries, wild blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. What else? There's another one. Raspberries.
We do can our blackberries and we do can our blueberries for making pie fillings and stuff like that. So we do have those things canned. But we do use a lot of them for making jellies. We make syrup. There will be times coming in probably in the fall and the winter when it cools down a little bit because it heats the house up so much.
Please send me a persimmon tree, and I wish for a dewberry bush. Oh, Miss Janie.
Yes, once again, the cookbook does have gluten-free bread and other baking recipes in it.
Hit the wheel at the lower right corner and it will pop up. What wheel is the lower right corner?
We have Windows 10. We see no wheel at the lower right-hand corner.
And we just started Windows 10. We have no idea.
No clue. Windows 10, we've had it for about 3 hours now.
So what type of raspberries grow?
That is a vining type that has thorns all over it.
And they're doing pretty good.
They're doing good. We have the cane type. They're not doing good at all. One of them's called a red dormant, the cane type, and it's not doing very good at all.
I don't think we've got a berry off of it. It's not growing. It's not doing anything.
Fill the coons.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only way I can put it.
Do you have food storage and how-to videos?
No, but as a matter of fact, this coming week we're going to be making videos on that. We got some people that's going to be coming staying with us, some fellow YouTubers that's going to stay with us, and we're going to make some videos to be doing that.
All right. Juice blackberries, yes.
Yes, just like muscadine.
What about huckleberries? Okay, you guys, 3 or 4 days ago, these hands were almost gray, grayish purple. Danny took a picture of them just for a future video. When you do huckleberries, just for a warning, don't squeeze the juice bag, the jelly bag, because it turns your hands a different color.
No, we don't have black raspberries. We only have the red raspberries. Okay.
I have to. I took one bite one time. That was it. Danny, do you live in Knox Crater now?
No, I do not live in Knox Crater now. I live in South Mississippi now. When my wife passed away, she's buried in Knox Crater right in front of the school.
Yes, and Big Family loves my hat. Okay, the hat, I have to tell you.
Let her talk about this for a minute.
Let me tell y'all what I got. I got a Wanda box, okay? This is from Jen. Now, Jen, I talked to her last night on the phone. This hat came from her. Danny got a hat, okay?
Yeah, she sent me a hat here. It's a pretty nice hat.
This is a Wanda box. It's not a Danny box. I got a Misto. This is to spray olive oil, so I'm not spraying those
aerosol
out of the can. She gave me, and this is what I'm drinking tonight. This is jasmine green tea. So I'm drinking the jasmine tonight. She sent black mango tea, which is awesome. The moringa leaf, which is really good. And every guy's drink, Danny wants it. It is a Kershaw knife. You see here?
Wanda's got her own.
Okay, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that's pretty cool. Now he has to shut it.
I'll shut it for her because she's using her hand.
And she also sent me some vanilla beans to make my own vanilla, and what was it? Cinnamon.
Cinnamon was recommended by Doug and Stacy, she said.
Yes, the true cinnamon. She sent me some of that, and she sent me these cool. What do you call them?
They're drawer pulls.
Drawer pulls.
Antique drawer pulls.
Little birds. It's just awesome. So I've got a whole gift bag. She's just a sweet, sweet lady to send me all this stuff. So.
What kind of questions do you have, Loretta? If I missed it, I apologize.
Advice from anyone would be appreciated. Look, I can't. I don't know what she said.
I don't know what your question is.
This
Going on and off. Sometimes we see stuff, sometimes we don't. So we're just grabbing one when we see it as it comes up.
So did you, what was your question? And we'll try and answer it.
Yeah.
We'll be looking for it.
We'll be looking for it. See, like then the screen just went on.
Okay, the chat moves so fast, it's understand. It does.
It
When
does.
you're all typing at one time, we may get 4 or 5 pop through all of a sudden. You can't read them all.
Hey, holy car guy.
Okay, do
Do you know where Wiggins is? Yes.
We're
We're about
15 miles from it.
15 miles outside of Wiggins. It depends on which Wiggins you're talking about. There is a Wiggins in North Mississippi up just south of Toxapater, and there's a Wiggins in South Mississippi. So
we're in South Mississippi. Grandpa says he scrolled back and did not see a question. Okay.
Okay.
Like an Almond Joy commercial. Yes, Doug, it is. I love Almond Joy.
We got some from Pascagoula. That's where my daughter actually lives, is in Pascagoula.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've had Como Creek. I don't know if she's on tonight. I don't know if I've seen her yet, but she was wanting to know about herbs and what kind.
I think that's a troll.
Oh, okay. I have an herb garden, but before I started the herb garden, it was a daylily bed.
Yeah.
And Danny had all these beautiful daylilies, all kinds of daylilies.
All right, Loretta, I see you said it's a bug. Retype it so that we know what it is. I see this one.
These were beautiful, and you can eat daylilies. I mean, I know that. And so what we did was last fall, he told me if I wanted a bed to have herbs in, that I could take his daylilies up, because he really is not a flower. I didn't want to get rid of them, but I did want the bed. And so what I did was I dug up every one of the daylilies and I transplanted them on a road behind our, what do you call it? Our sidewalk. Over there, I started in with the herbs, and now I have my picket fence. He likes one side of the picket fence, but we finished painting those yesterday, so the picket fence is going to be finished. And so I planted oregano,
a whole bunch of stuff.
Lavender, sage, rosemary, thyme. Almost anything you can imagine, I have there. And I've been slowly picking it and drying, and every day I take some and before long on our Etsy store or something, we're just not sure, but yes, and I use them for cooking, and you can use them in herbal remedies too. That's why I have most of them is for herbal purposes.
Yeah.
So the passion flower grows wild here, and we call it maypole.
Yeah, we call them maypole.
So we have that here, and I won't let Danny get rid of them.
Okay, here's the question. Best advice for someone that wants to go off grid but is stuck on it and wants the least expensive life as I possibly can.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lot of people in here that can help answer that.
First off,
you got to know where you're at, whether or not you can even go off grid, because a lot of places will not let you live off. Let you live off grid because you can't get a permit in the house without
it's complete.
So it's complete to live in. You got to have electricity. You got to have plumbing. So you got to check your codes. You just need to check look for areas with codes and make
ideas on living off grid because that's what they do.
yeah.
But one thing you have to be willing to want to live frugally. You have to not spend a lot of money. You have to watch every dime. Buy the things you need and buy what you need. And
I can tell you, going off grid is not all peaches and cream. A lot of people think that when you go off grid, that life is going to be so much simpler, but I can tell you that's not necessarily true. Depends on where you live at. If you get a lot of heat and you're off grid and you have no you always have to crank a generator to do something, or you're going to have solar panels, which are extremely expensive. So I would really take a lot of that into consideration. And yes, I'm talking about the Wiggins that is next to Lumberton.
yeah, and somebody's saying start with the garden. Even a can start with some pots. It's pretty cool that you can start growing something anywhere. That's the big deal. You don't have to have land to grow something. Containers are pretty easy to come by.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean,
Doug says, what's not peaches and cream? Okay, all that haul and hay is what I'm assuming.
yeah.
That's not the peachy cream thing.
Yeah, so I mean, it just gets tough. I mean, like here in the South where we live at, if we was off grid, we would be suffering so bad because of the forefathers have done it. I mean, we know that. It's just that, you know, it's not something we're willing to do here because of the heat.
Yeah, we may have to one day, but
We may have to.
keeping the power to me.
I'm gonna keep my power on as long as I can, as long as God gives me the. I actually, for many, many years, wanted to live off grid when I was younger. Danny, do tomato plants bolt? Mine look like they might be bolting. No, tomato plant does not bolt.
Are you guys going to make molasses this year? Not molasses, but
We make
cane syrup.
cane syrup. Molasses is a totally different process, so we don't have the facility to make molasses.
No solar and suck it down. Yeah, with the heat, it's just unbearable.
Yeah, you have to suck it up. You're right, though. It gets to be unbearable.
Now, Home Place Journal has put a link, a family, I don't know how to say it, but they are a good example of living lightly in the city. So you might check out what Home Place Journal's wrote up there.
Grandpa's Farms put up solar panels. You can reverse your electric meter most of the year. We've talked to the power company about that here, and the kind of power meters that they have for us, it won't work. Everything here is all computerized. And it's not anything that's feasible for me because I would never ever see a return from it. It would cost me about $25,000 to put solar panels here where I'm at, and it's just not, at my age, I would never see a return. Heat index of 105.
Yeah. How do you can blackberries? I just put them in a jar, add water, and process them. I don't know how many minutes. Now, don't quote me because I'm really not sure on the minutes. But we put them in a. So you can blueberries, blackberries, any of your berries that way.
I'm glad to know that the electric toothbrush thing worked with tomatoes. You said you got tomatoes that work.
I use Japanese beetles on strawberry plants.
We don't have that problem here.
We have
crickets and slugs are our two big things: strawberries and birds.
we're going to do a video on.
My candy mill is still sitting in the shop right now. It's still apart. I've got to re-pour the bearings on it. And when I do, yes, I will make a video on it.
We've got to do that sometime.
It's
Eric from Alabama. I love the show. It popped and run.
yeah.
Put out its traps. You can get them at the hardware store to feed them to. Always feeds our chickens. They know when we come to be looking for food.
Yeah, the carrot thing keeps popping up on ours because it's just streaming. I'm constantly having to turn the carrot thing off. So when y'all see that, it's not your computer, probably it's ours. Yes, neem oil does work on the beetles. I agree with that.
When do you figure to get greenhouse panels on? Actually, the greenhouse panels are on.
They're already on.
We just hadn't done the videos yet.
The video is, we have the video, it just hasn't been put out simply because of computer problems. We're constantly dealing with computer problems.
Loretta, email Doug and Stacy, and they will help you directly. All right, sunset.
Okay, Allegheny Mountain. Stephen Reichman is from your area. I watch him all the time. He does a barbecue university thing there. I love him.
So somebody's saying, "Who are you?" I said, "They're asking us who we are, or somebody else."
Okay.
Home Place Jones says she feels old.
Wanda, do you make sweet pickles or dill?
Okay, I just got through making some refrigerator pickles and relish. I'm fixing to make a batch of relish, and I do make a dill relish.
Yes.
So there'll be some upcoming videos shortly.
Do you guys sing with the Beatles? I can sing, and it probably would have been something to do with the Beatles. I did used to sing in a group.
I play the piano a little bit. It's not the best in the world, but I can play a little bit. Mainly gospel, that's it.
Yeah. Do we ferment?
No.
Not yet. We're trying to get into ferment.
Stuff and just trying to keep afloat. We haven't even tried to start that yet. And another thing I want to get into is the sprouts. I want to start doing the greens and sprouts and stuff. We just haven't gotten into that yet.
I'm not sure I understand what that is. Beer works for slows. Yeah.
Yes, we tried that. It worked.
I've never made. I can't play the spoons. I have a friend who can, but I can't.
Guess somebody says excited about the cookbook. Actually, I will be sending the last little bit to the cookbook company on Monday.
Yes.
So we may have the cookbooks back within 2 weeks. You will have your cookbook.
Yes, salt does work on slows too.
So we've been steadily working. Everything's coming together. If y'all just bear with us, we're really. We've been so anxious for the last 3 days trying to get everything done and the things happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you don't constantly lose us. It keeps popping in and out.
Grandpa said beer works on you.
Yeah, beer works on a lot of us.
So, lots of times it's just been hectic. With all this, we're trying to build the greenhouse, and he's finally got that outside done.
The outside's done. The inside is started.
And then he's got other projects. Pickets painted.
Yep.
He's working on a little antique high chair that was one of my children's high chair. And he's working on it too. He's making wooden spoons. He's made tortilla presses. So Danny stays really. We don't know what an speller growing on fruit trees. I don't know what that is, so you'd have to explain that, because I'm assuming we don't do it because we don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Rainy day like here for us.
we don't have to.
We haven't had many rainy days. When it rains here, it rains all at once, and it rains extremely hard. And we might get three to 10 inches in a day, and we usually have.
Wants to know if you had a garden that was 20 by 20, what would you grow?
If I had a garden that was 20 by 20, what would I grow? I would grow things that I really like tomatoes, tomatoes are a lot like ground beef. They have a lot of cucumbers because bell peppers is another one of those things that can be used in a lot of meals. Cucumbers can be made into pickles, different things. So that'd be my three choices for 20 by 20 garden to start with, and squash because squash make a lot for the space that they take up.
Okay. Or a fence. We don't have any way to do any of that, so
We call that trellis tree.
yeah.
Somebody's got popcorn watching this stuff.
Well, I wish
It's gonna be a show before it's over with.
You use vegetable?
I'm not sure about vegetable oil.
I don't know if it would do this. It doesn't have the same properties as.
Yeah, neem oil has a different properties. Vegetable oil has been through a heating process, and I don't know if you can do that.
Cabbage can be used for lots of dishes. Yes.
Yes.
We love cabbage, but we can't grow it except in the late fall.
Late fall is the only time we can grow
We
cabbage.
tried it in the spring. It gets too hot too fast. Cabbage just bolts. Vertical space gardening.
Okay, how do you use your canned squash? We want to make squash puppies like hush puppies out of it. She makes bread and mixes in with cornbread. What other things do you use?
take on a different taste.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we've lost most of
I
it,
don't know where.
but you know, we're almost out of time. So in a couple of minutes, we're going to be shutting down. But do you have any more questions? Mice. Yes, we have mice too.
Yeah, we had mice, but we've now got the rats under control. We used pigs to do that, and we cleaned up a lot of places way away from the house here, and that has really taken care of the rat problem for us. I mean, one time we trapped over 100 rats here.
Hey, Wayne. We half ago,
Yep.
and the first winter the kale was gorgeous, and then we tried last summer a lot of different items. Some worked, some didn't. But this year the watermelons are and the passion flower
and squash
is beautiful on that huckleberry to really kick in and do a good job. But hugelculture is working for us.
It's working for us. Also, permaculture is working for us. We have an edible landscape planted around the house here, and it is working fantastic for us here. That's one of the things we're planning on using in our older age.
Yes, we can walk down our sidewalk and pick huckleberries. We have planted huckleberries up and down the sidewalk. And once we start out into the yard, in the backyard, we can get to the strawberries, the raspberries, the huckleberries, the black.
Power and prayer, and I believe the more people we have praying, then the greater chances there are that the prayers can be answered. So, okay, we've got 2 minutes left.
Teresa, you said that you asked a question and you don't know the answer. If we did not and you want us to answer your question, go to deepsouthhomestead.com and click on one of those items and you can send us it'll go to our email and then you can send your question to us and we'll answer it that way.
Okay, Sissy, I used to have a goat farm here and I used to make my own cheese, butter, and everything. And I probably will not raise goats again because I have sheep now in place of them. They're a lot easier on my fences and stuff. Okay, y'all, I'm fixing to set us up. We're going to have prayer. And we're going to be signing off because I don't want to leave anybody else's space right behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and start leading us in prayer here. Join in on this chat time. And Lord, I pray for each request that they have. I pray that you'll meet their needs. And Lord, I pray for each one of the people on this channel tonight. Lord, I lift them up before you. And I ask that whatever needs they have or whatever requests they have, Father, that you would just meet those needs and those requests. That you'll just cover them with the protection of the blood of Calvary, Father. And Lord, I just pray that as the days go ahead of us here, that Lord, that you just give us all prosperity and you'll bless the work of our hands as we try to homestead. And Lord, as we try to live the life here upon this land that you will be a pleasing one and a rewarding one, and that all the people on this channel here, Lord, will be blessed now. Go with us throughout the rest of the night and bless the channels that come after us, Lord, that they might be able to do a good job. We ask these things in thy name. Amen.
Thank you, guys. And trying to read the comments for a few minutes
Yeah.
because once it's gone, we can't see the comments again. We haven't figured a way
There is no way to do it.
what you say. So we're going to try and see what's going on with the comments, and we appreciate each one of you.